Hello Aries, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelma Tarot. This is both sides of the box. It's by Renata Lechner. I trip on that name. And for the support of Oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Good? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Aries. Okay. That was a very reluctant card. That was interesting. I mean, that's good. It should be there, I get that, but it's face down, so I'm just like, I'm wondering why it's reluctant. Oh, look, that's a good card to start with. Alright, so before I say the card I just saw that made me happy, you got the Three of Pentacles. Is the energy you're coming in with, it's in your side, on your side. It seems to be the leading energy here for Aries. You've been doing the work, in the sense of like, how do I want to put this? You've been making great efforts to make a situation a positive situation. Is that correct, or am I a little off with that? Because I feel like you've been doing a lot of work here. I don't even know if it was exactly to make a situation better, but the work you've put in has made a situation better. It has. Okay. But whether that was your intent or not, some of you yes, some of you no. Because I'm getting like you're doing what you feel like you should be doing. You're doing what you, like, to you it's like what needs to be done. Now, the next card I'm seeing here, this is the card I was like happy to see. You're coming in with the Lover's card, which I always say this with a general read. It doesn't have to be in a romantic relationship. It could be a very close relationship with like a parent, a sibling, a friend that's very important to you. I noticed, I think this came up in Pisces, it can be a business relationship that doesn't really have personal connections, but to where there's mutual respect for each person doing their job and depending on that person to do their job and having complete confidence that you don't even have to think about it. You know they're going to do what they need to. But it's also one of those business relationships to where even though there's nothing personal connected there, when it comes to business, you're very giving with information to each other. Even if it seems like it may not be directly impacting you, if there's any circumstantial connection to it, you're still giving that information back and forth. Like it could be a very good business relationship of that respect. It's just definitely something you feel confident about, a relationship you're very confident and happy with. Let's do that. Now, you've been putting in the work. I'm getting like this is having this great effect in the situation. Excuse me. I'm getting, I'm not moving on from the Lovers yet. What is this talking? I'm getting there's a lot of honor here. This is a very good moment in the situation, like in the whole thing overall. It is in the action line, so everybody seems to be very happy. You, and whoever you're dealing with. Excuse me. Is there something else? Because I'm getting above you is the Victory card. This isn't, like, you're extremely happy with how everything's going on. The Victory card is here. So it starts off very well. You've put in the work. Everybody's getting along. There's a very close business relationship or some relationship of some sense. It could be a romance. I mean, it is a general read. I'll give you that. You're inspiring, though. Your work, how things are getting along, feeling that moment of success, it seems to be inspiring something on the other side because I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. And I'm getting like there's a quick start here. What's in the, this is the face down card. This is what's in the center. You got the Strength. I'm getting something is hold on. This is unexpected. Because I'm getting like everything's going well, everything seems great, you're having that feeling of success. The other side makes this King of Wands move, it's a quick out. I'm getting it's a quick out. And I'm seeing the Strength card, and I'm getting like the strength in the situation is like this other person has moved on. Really? They've moved on and they've left this open space here. Like, your connection with this person, it seems like it's gone. It's not the same as it was at the very least. I'm getting like there's a quick out here. I don't think it's expected, but something changes very quickly here. And the Strength card is telling me you're trying to keep it together, and you're just trying to hold it together, or you're trying to like pull it together and make it through this moment, but it seems more bewildering than, like, it's the word bewilderment is the strongest thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because I feel like you're kind of bewildered. Like, you just went from this moment of the Lover's card, like everything was great, very happy, feeling that moment of success, and then they're out, and you're just kind of bewildered, but you're keeping it together. You're bewildered, but you're doing everything necessary to keep the situation on point. I feel like you're just kind of bewildered, but you're just going along, and you're picking up the pieces. You're continuing with what you would normally do, and you're picking up the pieces that might have been left behind from the other person doing that quick out. And as it goes forward, you got the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're looking at it, and you're just kind of like, the bewilderment is kind of settling, and you're just kind of like feeling like you have to hold the situation together yourself, and not understanding why. Guys, come on. Not understanding why it turned out the way it did. I feel like that's the big thing here, not understanding why it turned out the way it did. So you go from this bewilderment to kind of like not understanding why, but still feeling like you have to keep it together. Now, I'm getting, like, I feel like we should be going to now, because there's a card here on the other side, but it's face down. On your side, I'm getting like you're trying to rebalance things. I feel like you're accepting that this other side took that quick out, and there's no way to fix that at this point. In the sense of like bringing them back into the situation, I don't feel like that's going to happen. But I'm getting this as a rebalancing. Like, the Six of Pentacles is usually a charity card, I'll give you that. But I'm getting, this is like a rebalancing. You're rebalancing it out. And it's on your side. You have to rebalance the situation due to this missing piece. It's no longer a missing piece. It's just like an open spot that needs to be reassimilated into the whole picture. Almost, for some of you, I feel like redistributing responsibilities. And I'm getting what's happening here in the environment is the Study card, because I feel like you're working with other people to like rectify the situation. You're accepting that this other person took the quick out, and you're just kind of filling in the holes, and you're redistributing whatever needs to be redistributed. Going forward, I feel like it's going to take some time to really balance things out and work it out. Because I get the Two of Pentacles, it's like, it's trial and error about what's working and what's not working, who can handle what, do we need to have somebody else pulling some of the weight, like what needs to be done here. At this point, I feel like you're just kind of dealing with it, what's working, what's not, you're just kind of sorting it out. I feel like you will hash it out, and you will have it back at a comfortable level at some point. It may take a few months, 2 to 3 months, 3 months-ish to do that, but I do feel like you'll be okay. I still feel that bewilderment here. Now, acknowledging that, like, not understanding what went wrong or why it happened this way, I do have one face down card in the environment, and it's the Two of Wands. Like, I'm getting this person completely moved on. Like, I feel like this person, I don't even feel like there's communication coming from this person at this point. I don't feel like they're really communicating at all. I'm getting they're going on to their what they want, and just like whatever that quick out was, like their connection with you seems to be gone. Really. This is face down though. So I'm getting that this other side moved completely on from their connection with you. When it first happened, I feel like they might have considered keeping in contact to some respect with you, but now I'm getting they're completely vacant at the end here, which just kind of like, I don't feel like there's like an answer for you, like why things happened the way they did. It's almost like it was time for them to move on. They just did it and left. And there was just nothing else there. It's weird because I'm really connecting to that feeling of bewilderment. Like, how did that happen so fast, and how come it's just... I just feel like it's kind of... It's weird because I'm getting bewilderment more than shock. If that makes sense. Like, shock would be like, oh my god. But, like, bewilderment's like, really? Just kind of like, really? I don't know how to explain. Like, there's a different feeling. I don't feel like it's... Because I'm questioning, like, shouldn't the Tower card be out here? But they're like, no, it's more bewilderment. Just kind of like, huh. Like, this Tower card is more of a scary thing. This version is more of just kind of like... It's not scary, it's just like, really? Just bewildered. Just kind of like, what? Okay. And just kind of going along with it. They're telling me you don't give yourself enough time to really sink into the shock of it. That you're just kind of like, oh, okay. You just keep going one foot in front of the other. I don't feel like you're stopping. You're continuing on. And that's why it's more of a bewilderment than the Tower card, if you're wondering. Weird. But you correct it and keep going. It's just, this other person, I have to be honest with you, is confounding me. Because it feels like you're very connected with this person. You very much like this person. They are reciprocating that same feeling, but then it's like, they're out. And I feel like this person had to make decisions in their own life, and I feel like this person is dealing with things that they're not allowing themselves to get overly connected to things that they don't really know what to do with. I'm getting they may be blind to the effects they're having, too. To be fair. If you're wondering, because I'm trying to find, like, it seems like you want answers about why this person did this. I feel like they're blind to what the effect... They're blind to the effect they're having. It's kind of like they're leaving marks, they're leaving impressions on your life, but they don't seem to be connecting with what they're actually doing. They don't seem to be realizing like that strike on your life that they're having. And I feel like at first they're blind to it, and then they're just kind of like, you know what, it is what it is, done is done, I need to move on, and they just kind of move on. Because I don't feel like this is how it was originally going to go with them. At least maybe that's not what they thought. Because I do feel like they value you too. They really didn't want that friendship to end, but they didn't really think about what they were doing, how that was affecting you. And then there's some distance here, and then they just kind of let it go. I don't know. I keep looking for answers myself. I don't know why. This just feels very bewildering to me. That word bewilderment like fits for this reading very strongly for me. I mean, you do balance it out. You trial and error. You sort it back out. It's fine. I just feel like it's kind of just like the word bewilderment. Like just like really, huh? Done. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.